Thank you for listening to the Good Neighbor Podcast, West Denver. Here's a quick message from our sponsor, Local Works Wheat Ridge, provided by its Executive Director, Paige Piper.
Local Works is a nonprofit organization whose mission is to make Wheat Ridge a more vibrant and sustainable place to live and work. Our mission and action is programming that provides neighborhood revitalization and small business support, keeping and growing the businesses we know and love in Wheat Ridge. In simpler form, we provide connection. Connection to business, connection to community.
This is the Good Neighbor Podcast, the place where local businesses and neighbors come together. Here's your host, Meg Smith.
Well, hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Good Neighbor Podcast, West Denver. I'm here today with Andrea Crane of the Cooking Crane. Hey, Andrea, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. Thank you for spending some time with us on the Good Neighbor Podcast.
Yeah, of course. I'm excited. I've never done a podcast before, so this is a nice adventure.
Excellent. Well, we're happy to be your first podcast experience. Hopefully it's very exciting and painless.
I'll try not to say light.
Yeah, right. I know there's all right. That's something that I say all the time that I need to monitor. Okay. So tell us about the Cooking Crane.
The Cooking Crane. Well, the Cooking Crane was a business that was started by my husband, David Crane, and I also started helping him with the business. But we actually both met in culinary school in upstate New York in Hyde Park. And we were both in the business for a really long time. And then we started the business in New York City. We were living there. And after working a long time in the restaurants, we decided to start the business because of the amount of time that you put into working at a restaurant. It's a kind of a grueling job. As much as it's super fun to cook in a restaurant, we wanted to be able to provide meals for people in their own space, in their own home, where it's a little bit more comfortable. And so the Cooking Crane came about. And what we do is we create weekly meals. You can decide if you'd like to have fresh meals made, or you can order frozen meals. And then we also have a personal chef side to the business where you can have meals catered to maybe specific things. For example, we have some clients that have diet restrictions, and so we're able to cater our menus to those needs. So there's really two sides to it. So we have our weekly service, and then we have our personal chef service. And they're always kind of delivered each week, fresh meals versus frozen for the meal delivery. And then we have that personal chef side. That's a little bit
nice.
Weird. Yeah.
Fantastic. And as you know, I'm excited to try.
I'm excited for you to try too. So you'll have to give us some feedback. And
yeah, because as a busy mom, right? That's one of the big challenges in life is meal planning and then cooking and getting all the ingredients. I mean, it's a big job.
It is, and yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
That's okay. I'm just thankful there are some options to make it easier.
Yeah, and it's kind of nice. There's the two different sides to the business is that, if you just want to pick things out, each week there's a new menu that goes up and you can pick from those. And, if you're willing to try new stuff, there's some great things on there. I think right now there's lemon herb roast potatoes, which is kind of fun. And then the frozen meals, those are nice because you can order, if you only want to order just for the month, you can order those and they'll be in your freezer for easy access too when you need them. So it's a nice range of things that you can order.
Nice. Yeah, well, that's awesome. Kudos to you for making things easier for us out here.
Yes, that's what we aim.
Oh, yeah, good. Sorry, I cut you off. That's what you aim for. There's a little bit of a delay, everyone. Sorry about that.
I know, I'm not going to lie. I'm nervous, but okay, we're ready.
Yeah.
My problem is I don't want to miss saying key information. I'm like, okay, then I mentioned that.
Yeah. Well, you jump right in and you stop me if there's something else you want to add. So can you tell me about any myths or misconceptions about the, meal delivery industry? Because obviously, like, one thing that you just said, which I think is really important for people like me that have dietary limitations, that you can customize things. And because you're a professional kitchen, right, you have the wherewithal to do that, even better than restaurants.
Yeah, I will say so. We have the personal chef side of our business is really catered to those, the families that have those dietary restrictions. I know you mentioned that that you're gluten free, right? So it's really important that when we create those menus, we're really focused on what our clientele needs. So we have like a survey that you fill out, and that's the nice thing about it. So the personal chef side, you get a sort of like you get a form, and then you fill it out, and you talk about all the dietary restrictions. Do you just want to eat mostly fish, or do you want to eat mostly chicken, or do you not like lamb? And based on those selections, we come up with the menu for you. You don't even have to think about that. We do all of that for you. And I think that's one of the nice things about that service, because a lot of these meal delivery services, you just pick a certain meal, and a lot of times they're kits, so you actually have to cook it. So on our end, we actually just bring it to you, and you just have to heat it up, as opposed to having to cook it. And I find that a lot of those meal delivery services have that extra step of actually cooking, and they're not always necessarily catered to your specific needs.
Yeah.
And
it could be little things that they do that you just prefer were a little different if they had only asked.
if they had only asked, you mean? Like it?
Yeah. Because the meal kit is the meal kit, right? Like you can avoid gluten, but there's other things about it that you might have said if asked. Whereas you guys provide that survey so that we can deliver all that information to you.
Right. And then, our regular sort of weekly menu, our weekly delivery service, it runs a little bit differently in that, there's like specific things that do come out weekly, and you can choose from those. And then the ingredients are always listed right there. And, we have this is kind of fun. We do have some regular clients that will sometimes email us to ask for like specific dishes. Hey, can you put this on the delivery menu again this week? And we're like, yeah, sure, why not? Yeah. So that's been kind of that's also a nice thing that we do as well. We're able to sometimes, if somebody is really enjoying the service and we haven't maybe put, I don't know, like chicken and dumplings on the menu for a little while, like we're always, you could give us an email and be like, hey, can you put this on the meal delivery service for next week? And we're like, oh yeah, for sure. So so that's kind of a nice thing that we do just for our regular clients just right now, which is kind of awesome.
That's awesome.
That you'll
be getting requests from my children.
Oh yeah.
They love to make their opinions known about the menu. So.
Oh, that's great. Well, I mean, we also try to really diversify the menu each week. And, there's always the favorites, like I said, but we do try to diversify that. And we always and we're always open to questions and things, because sometimes there might be there's something on there that you're not, I've never tried this before. What exactly is it? And, we encourage you to email us and ask suggestion, give us ask us suggestions on how to pair things up as well. So.
Nice. And do you have a seasonal aspect to the menus? I'd imagine there's some of that going on, because we love, like more squash and fall flavors in fall. And
oh yeah, for sure. We try to, we definitely try to keep seasonal, because as you know, depending on the season, the vegetables taste better, or the fruit. And then we always try to really stick to local. So, there's a simple example, like if there's a peach from Colorado versus a peach from, like, I don't know, California, we're going to Actually,
Yeah.
they don't grow peaches in California. Sorry.
Mm.
Georgia. Georgia peaches, as much as they're grown, we got to get the Colorado peach because it's right here. It's like the closest thing to, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I love that. Yeah, because I actually, so, when I went through the whole gluten issue years ago, I actually got certified as a nutritionist, a holistic nutritionist. So I studied a lot about the nutritional value of seasonal eating. So it, not only is the fruit more tasty, right? It also, if it's local and seasonal, was allowed to vine ripen in most cases, which increases the nutritional value.
Yeah.
And, yeah. So you're actually helping us be healthier too.
Oh yeah, that's great. I know, and I would also think about the commute. Like as much as I love kiwis, I'm like, they're coming here from a really far away place.
Yeah.
Like
It's not, very eco-friendly, right? To get a bunch of produce from far away.
Yeah.
So there's more nutritional value, the flavor is better. And we talk about that with little kids too, like when you're introducing them to solid foods. If you're giving them something fresh, they're more inclined to enjoy it because it tastes way better than, something that came from far away and was harvested early and sat on a truck and just lost all its flavor, right? So that's awesome. So I appreciate all those aspects of your your business.
Yes.
So tell me. Yeah. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh no, I was just thinking of a story because when I was little, my mom always gave us frozen Brussels sprouts and they were always overcooked, but I still loved them. But then when I first tasted like a fresh Brussels sprout, I was like, wow, this is what they're supposed to taste like. It's even better.
Yeah. It's like a completely different experience. Totally.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love it. So tell me what you guys do for fun when you're not working at the cooking crane.
Well, I guess when we're not working, we're pretty active, we're pretty active. We live in the foothills, so we back up to some mountain trails. So we do a lot of mountain biking, trail running, and then we also love snowboarding in the wintertime. And and that's just like kind of a fun thing to do. I feel like Colorado calls for adventure. So we do a lot of things outdoors, and we really love RV camping. Like we love RV camping. Yeah.
Nice.
So like last year we did a whole trip down to Yosemite and did an RV, and it was just a lot of fun. But we do like to do that. And then I love to draw. So I'm also an artist. So I like to draw a lot if I have time, depending on that. And then, and Dave is he taught himself how to play the guitar, and he'll play the electric guitar for hours. Yeah, he's actually good. Nice. I don't mind listening to it when he practices.
Okay.
Yeah. That's what we do for fun. Sometimes we jam.
Yeah, so you get to shout out your favorite song.
Yeah, we jam sometimes too. Like he'll play his guitar, and I'm like, this is totally random, but I love playing the recorder.
Okay.
So
well, we're gonna hang out.
Yeah, we're considering,
and we're gonna jam because my kids and I are musical, and one of them plays recorder. So.
Yeah, I love it. I actually played I teach, like in the summer, I'm like all hands on deck as much as I can with the cooking crane. And then I teach. And last year I joined in on the 3rd grade recorder band concert. That was fun.
Nice. That's awesome. Yeah, that's when my kid learned it, 3rd grade.
Yeah. But we do some occasional like fun cooking. Like a couple of weeks ago, we smoked a whole pork butt, which was kind of fun. And I mean, that's like 10 hours of maintenance, like keeping all the coals and stuff. So we do like to, it's fun though, like to sort of make those dishes that you wouldn't make on a regular basis, like baking bread. So we do cook for fun too.
Do you do any gluten-free bread for your clients?
Oh, like make it from scratch?
Yeah, like I've
Oh,
been wishing I had like a good gluten-free sourdough, which I know I can figure
yeah.
out. Plenty of people do it.
Yeah,
I have.
Yeah, no, it's interesting because I feel like they've really come up with a lot of great gluten-free options for breads. But you're right, I don't know that I've ever seen a sourdough one.
Right. Well, I know people out there make it, if you get a sourdough starter or you can make a starter that's gluten free.
Yeah.
And then, but I'm not going to like do the whole thing. So I figured I'd ask, like, if you
Yeah.
had a good gluten free sourdough,
Yeah.
I would happily opt in.
No. I did start making bread this summer though. I like making bread, but I haven't tried gluten-free. I'll have to try that. We'll have to try that.
Well, you keep me posted if something
I will.
comes up. You dive into that rabbit hole. So, okay, another question for you. So, can you describe a hardship that has impacted your business and how you rose above it and can now say because of that challenge that your business is stronger for it?
Yeah, well, the whole world was affected by COVID, which is hard to believe. And, thinking about that whole year of just like the restrictions and things like that, the cooking crane was still up and running. We were part of the essential workers because we were providing like a food service. And one of the big parts of that was, we felt needed. So because like our customers still were like, well, I need to eat. Like you still, we felt like really empowered to make sure that we were keeping up with things and making sure that all our clients were well fed, even through the whole year of COVID. And so, I just remember waking up. We were waking up super early to just drive to the kitchen to cook, and just thinking like, what happens if we get pulled over? Because you weren't really supposed to leave your home. Yeah, but we were able to still. We were very fortunate, and I'm really grateful. But we were really able to keep the business going and just make sure that we were helping out our clients as much as we can and being able to provide them with the food service. And, we worked extra hours to make sure that happened. And it was hard to, just thinking about everything that was going on, and being able to also cook as well was also just something that we were really grateful for. And, we survived that. And, it was we were lucky. And and then just like thinking about that, again, I was just really grateful. Like it felt good that we were still able to do that for our clientele, like provide them that service. Yeah,
because then eating, generally grocery shopping, meal planning, everything became harder in that COVID experience. So you definitely were helping relief and even just providing good food, comfort food, right? Like what it does for the soul when people are stressed out and scared and unsure of the outcomes of that pandemic. It was good work you were doing, for sure.
Definitely. And it was all, just also thinking about all the folks that worked at the grocery stores. It was, they were kind of on the front lines too, and being able to provide the food. And, it's almost like a chain effect, because it's like, well, we could only go pick it up, but they were still in there, like having, doing what they need to do. So it's like, it was almost like a chain of helping each other out. And it was, COVID was just crazy.
Well, good job. You kept it going and kept people healthy and happy. And
yes. Yeah, we were really glad we were able to do that. So that was great. Yeah, like I said, I was very grateful for that. Well, we were,
Awesome. So tell me, is there one thing that you wish listeners knew about the Cooking Crane?
The Cooking Crane works hard to make sure that we're providing really good, nutritious meals. And we we do love what we do. Like, this is what, when the business was started, it was with this idea that we're able to cook for other people. And I think that's one of the things that we enjoy the most, is just being able to provide good food that, hopefully will help someone out, like their families, just to be able to, just having family dinner and being able to sit down and not have to worry about, spending all this time after work cooking and stuff. Like, you want to just be able to come home and like enjoy time with your family. And I feel like that's a service that we're able to provide, that time with family, and just having, good food and not having to worry about it. I feel like the ease of it is great. And we love doing it. Like, we love cooking for people. Like, if we're not cooking for the cooking, like I love having get-togethers and inviting people over. And even just, if someone's having a rough day, it's nice to just be able to bring them a meal. And we provide that for people too. We have clients that just order our food just for 1 week. And, like if someone had a baby, it's like, well, focus on your baby. Here's some good food. Yeah.
Have you ever thought, I have a business idea for you.
Yeah.
So have you ever thought about providing a meal train to the community? So, say a gal in my neighborhood has a baby, all the moms want to do something, but a lot of us, like me, don't participate because I don't have time to cook something. So I would, and there's always options like get them a Grubhub gift card or whatever, but wouldn't it be cooler to have like the Cooking Crane be the meal train and everybody just contribute, right?
Yeah.
And then that family gets, the meals or whatever. Anyway, just an idea for.
Well, one of the things that's what's really great about our meal delivery service is that there's an option on our website to actually buy gift cards. So a lot of times people will pull in money for our gift cards, and then the person that receives the gift card is able to, on a weekly or however, they don't expire nowadays, right? Yeah. Remember when gift cards used to expire, or if you lost that piece of paper, you're like, oh. But that's one of the nice things about our meal delivery. You can buy someone a gift card, and then each week, they could decide, what they'd like on the menu, and then we just bring it to them, which is
awesome.
Yeah,
I love it.
Mm-hmm.
We should talk about that again. So I should just say, welcome to the Golden Living family. Welcome back.
Thank you.
So we're going to have that article. Yeah, we're going to have your ad in the magazine and your article. And in that article, we have to remember to talk about the gift cards and the meal train type of concept.
Yeah.
So mental note.
We actually do get a lot of one of the nice things too with our meal delivery service and now our frozen service too is that we have a lot of families that look for like a food delivery service here in the area, like Denver, Golden, and they're able to, like, if mom over in Washington wants to order meals for their family here in Colorado, they can do that because they can just buy the gift card, and then the recipient can just order wherever they like, and which is kind of nice. Yeah, so that's a really nice option.
Yeah. Well, we'll definitely talk more and more about that. Make sure everybody knows.
Yes.
And then how best can listeners learn more about you guys? Obviously, thecookingcrane.com.
Yeah, that's really like the cookingcrane.com really says it all. And then now we'll have and look for our Golden Living business spread, and we'll talk a little bit more about that, which will be really great. And then we're working on our social media presence at the moment, and so that should be another outlet too, just to learn a little bit more about us. And then we're excited to also be showcased a little bit in some of the websites, like the Sports BMV website. So that'll be kind of cool.
Yeah, bvmsports.com. You're sponsoring there, which is awesome.
Yeah.
And then we'll be sharing a lot about you on our channels, so the Good Neighbor Podcast website, gmpwebsite.com. They'll be able to find this podcast. And then if you're out there and you're following Golden Living on Facebook, we'll be sharing posts from you and from our other sponsors. So that's going to be out there as well. So yeah, they should be able to find you pretty easily.
Yes. And the Cooking Crane is probably the big one. Thecookingcrane.com.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for joining me today, Andrea. I just loved our interview. I learned so much, and I'm excited to try your services.
Yes, we're excited for you to try our services too, and we hope to provide meals in people's homes in the near future, and we look forward to that opportunity for sure.
Awesome. All right. Well, that's a wrap, everybody.
Thank you for listening to the Good Neighbor Podcast. To nominate your favorite local businesses to be featured on the show, go to gnpwestdenver.com. That's gnpwestdenver.com.